Hello, and welcome to Akash Mehta and Friends, the podcast. Thank you so much, Amit, for being on this in the most unlikely way possible.
हाँ, ये नहीं सोचा था कि ऐसे होगा.
Of all the ways, actually, we would have recorded you the week before quarantine, but shut its offices. And that didn't give us much scope or chance to be able to record with anyone after.
Okay, I didn't know you were recording at offices. I thought तूने कुछ जगह ले रखी.
हाँ नहीं so they had given us their room to record in. Obviously I will beep it out and in the actual podcast.
ठीक है.
ऐसे बोलने का ताकि वीडियो में भी ना दिखे, ऐसा चेहरा इससे ढक जाए टाइप्स. हाँ. But I'm glad that you're here, man. The last time I saw you was at I think either not Kumar Varun's birthday. I saw you at Sahil Shah's wedding reception.
हाँ, I think that's where we met.
Yeah, you had come with your wife and all of that. And then the time after that I saw you, you didn't see me. Obviously, you could not have seen me because I was watching you on Netflix. Dude, I loved the special, but I have been dying to say this from point zero.
Okay.
That kurta was slightly tight, man.
Kurta?
हाँ, like I kept watching the special, but every few minutes I would go back and be like, ये थोड़ा tight लग रहा है, ये थोड़ा fitting थोड़ा.
Actually, that was not supposed to be my dress. I'd come back from US on I think 31st or 5 को recording था, and I was supposed to get a stylist who would do everything. और उसने बहुत ही ख़राब काम किया. जो स्टाइलिस्ट थी उसने जो दिया वो मतलब किसी काम का नहीं था. तो देन लास्ट मिनट अलमारी से कपड़े निकाल के पहनने वाला हिसाब किताब था.
But that happens a lot, no? I also feel like that sometimes with when I'm going on tour because I have costumes now. Costumes is a strong word, but I know what I'm wearing for each of the
shows,
each of the specials. Yeah, I call it costume because even shoes are there. Like even the shoes have to be changed based on shoe. And every time I come back to Bombay, it's like I'll be doing ऐसा one weekend जहाँ पे ऐसा 3 डार्क का शो है और 3 नेस्टी का शो है. तो मतलब 3 लाल टी शर्ट और 3 शर्ट चाहिए.
सही.
और फिर तो मेरे लिए इट्स लाइक लॉन्ड्री सप्लाई चेन मैनेजमेंट इज अ बिग इशू.
सेम हेयर वो रखना पड़ता है ये वाले कपड़े को. मेरे केस में ये होता है कि कॉर्पोरेट शोज के कपड़े अलग और पब्लिक शोज के कपड़े अलग. थोड़ा सा वो फंडा होता है. नॉट डिफरेंट शोज. आई डू ओनली वन kind of
but I mean and you do a lot of corporate shows. I remember the one resounding memory of of hanging out with you was when we had met you in Crown Plaza. I think you were staying in Ahmedabad for some corporate show. Biswa ka show tha us din. And I was in Gujarat then, and we started playing this game where we would all say a city and you would tell us whether you've performed there or not. And I remember what like broke it that day was the fact that somebody randomly said Siliguri, and you had performed in Siliguri also some twice.
हाँ, Siliguri में करा हुआ है. I remember that day. Fuck it. अभी हो गया.
That's incredible that you are doing this much despite having a full family. Like Atul also has a family. I don't think Atul is running around as much as you are.
Atul is running around a lot actually, but वही है कि मतलब हर एक का अपना मार्केट है यार. बट समहाउ आई हैव बीन एबल टू प्ले अ लॉट ऑफ रूम्स एंड वही है ना, मैं बोलता हूँ ज्योग्राफी इंप्रूव हो गई कॉमेडी के चक्कर में. समहाउ देयर आर इंडियंस एवरीवेयर. एंड मेरा एक और एडवांटेज ये रहता है कि मारवाड़ी क्राउड बहुत है मेरा. ओके, मारवाड़ी, सिंधी एंड पंजाबी. और ये 3 ऐसी नस्लें हैं जो दुनिया के हर कोने में बसी हुई हैं. जहाँ पर भी कमाई का कोई नया साधन मिलता है ये तीनों पहुँच जाते हैं. सो फ्रॉम चेन्नई, ओके, चेन्नई आई एम नॉट श्योर इफ यू नो, वहाँ पे एक साहूकार पेट करके एक एरिया है विच इज कम्प्लीटली मारवाड़ी. 50 years 60 years से लोग रह रहे हैं. तो आई मारवाड़ी once they those guys have this association, Agarwal Ladies Association or something, and they organized a show and 1100 people turned up.
That is amazing.
तो वो ये 3 मेरे सेगमेंट्स हैं बिकॉज वन आई डू क्लीन कॉमेडी. सो दे आर लाइक अरे इसको हम फैमिली के साथ देख सकते हैं, बच्चों के साथ देख सकते हैं. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ वर्क्स. सो इसलिए थोड़ा ज़्यादा ज्योग्राफी का मुझे लगता है फ़ायदा हो जाता है.
there's a, you know, I remember reading a very fond article on cricket, ESPN cricket about how cricket fans look at geography. You know, our geography is very different from others' geography. We remember countries and cities based on stadium kidhar hai. We don't necessarily know anything about the country, but we know everything about the pitch conditions and the weather conditions.
वही हर एक का अपना है, I think.
So similarly in comedy, you know, my knowledge of Delhi as a city is purely based on venues. For me it's like अक्षरा बीच में, okay, फिर ऐसा यहाँ नीचे थोड़े venues है, यहाँ side में थोड़े venues है, ऐसे करके I have to think about it.
Same here, I think. मतलब जब पहले वाले rooms जो करे थे ना, उसका जब खुद प्रोग्रामिंग करते थे, वो वाले rooms के हिसाब से cities पता है. जैसे बैंगलोर में तो मुझे याद है जब खुद venues बुक करते थे तो you knew the geography कि ये व्हाइटफील्ड में जागृति थिएटर है, आई थिंक. हाँ, वो 200 सीटर, आई कैन नेवर फॉरगेट दैट रूम. एंड यहाँ पे ये वाला है, यहाँ पे ये रूम है करके, that's how you knew all the places.
Right. That's wonderful to hear, man. And it's so interesting that, you know, you are the one example I give whenever I talk to comedians about like, you know, especially with musicians, I have this argument a lot about how musicians never got their audience into the habit of paying for what they are offering. And that's something I learned from you, because I remember meeting you in Delhi in 2014 or 13, I think.
Okay.
Potbelly was going on.
Okay.
And you had said 3 things to me which I still tell people, they are still as relevant as they ever were. The first is that if they are coming to watch you perform, they better get used to paying. So even if it's an open mic, charge $100 minimum, but charge, let it be full cover, but charge. Get them into the habit of paying. That's, I think, something that all of us took on as a community in the beginning, to make sure that all open mics would be paid open mics. The second thing that you did, which was some math, was a wonder math for me at that time, though it was very basic math when you think about it, is you just did a quick cross section of population, and you said इतना लोग है, इतना लोग इतने से इतना कमाता है, मतलब इतना potential audience है, मतलब अगर तुम 500 सीटर रोज भी भरो,
जब
you are barely reaching.
जब तुम बिजनेस रन करते हो तो वो वाला मतलब एक माइंड चलता ही आदमी का कि इसमें मतलब ओवरऑल बिजनेस पोटेंशियल कितना है, यू नो, टोटल पॉपुलेशन इतना है, उसका इतना परसेंटेज कैप्चर करोगे, ये करोगे, वो करोगे, तो इट्स समहाउ गेट्स इनटू यू कि पैसे निकालने में. प्लस
आई लव दैट.
प्लस द थिंग इज, मेरा चैलेंज ये भी था ना, व्हेन आई गॉट इनटू कॉमेडी आई हैड दैट प्रेशर ऑफ मेकिंग डिसेंट अमाउंट ऑफ मनी, because I had a family, I had, you know, kids already who were going to school and family, and I had to justify why I have to close the business and I had a pretty good business running at that time.
What was your business then?
I used to run an HR consulting firm, basically recruitment firm, doing pretty well. So we had 40 people at one point of time working for us. So
okay.
उसको छोड़ के करना फुल टाइम.
तो आपने completely बंद कर दिया? Because I understand Atul's company also. I keep drawing parallels between you and Atul.
हाँ, काफी parallels हैं. In fact, कई बार
इसलिए
even the sets are attributed to each other sometimes.
Oh yeah, like, you know, like the time you did the set about watching Justin Bieber live. What a great, what a. But it's been long, and you are and it's nice to talk to other people who are first generation, so to speak, because, you know, I think there is a common understanding and appreciation and gratitude for just how quickly this blew up and how quickly we went, you know, from here to there. And I remember, you know, around 2015 I had met you next, which is when you had given me the third big piece of advice that I always tell to people, is that you had said that you are a comedian and you better get into the habit of going wherever they are willing to watch you. And it doesn't matter where that place is, as long as the audience has purchasing power and willingness.
हाँ यार, मतलब ये थोड़ा सा ना मेरा मतलब कुछ कॉमेडियंस से मेरा व्यू थोड़ा अलग है इन चीज़ों में कि मतलब a lot of comedians feel, you know, or the way they work on stages, they believe they are bigger than the audience. I've always believed that audience is bigger than you. Okay. Finally, it's them. Okay. I've had those conversations where before a show, हम कुछ इकट्ठे कर रहे थे show, and before the show there was some kind of discussion which blew up into an argument started, and I ended up shouting at, which is rare.
Yeah, I'm already wide-eyed.
At some of the comedians, I made them sit down and said, देख अभी शो शुरू होने वाला है, ठीक है, और ये जितने लोग हैं ना, ये जो 120 लोग यहाँ पे आए हैं, इन्होंने 500 रुपए की टिकट खरीदी है, इन्होंने 4 घंटे लाइफ के तेरे को दिए हैं. 4 घंटे आजकल लोग अपने पेरेंट्स को भी नहीं देते, ठीक है. So you better fucking respect that and first do a good show. उसके बाद जिसको लड़ना है, जिसके साथ गला काटना है, वो काट लो.
Yeah.
But जब शो है तो उस टाइम ensure that try your best to give the best time to your audience. That's very important.
Yeah.
वो अगर तुमको देखने आ रहे हो, तुम उस चीज को वैल्यू करो यार. दुनिया में किसको कौन देखने आता है?
हाँ.
अपने माँ बाप को देखने कितने बार जाते, तो तेरे और उसने टिकट लिया, उसने कई बार महीना पहले बुकिंग कराई होगी, राइट? 2 महीने पहले बुकिंग कराई.
Absolutely.
उसके बाद तुमको कि आज मेरा मूड नहीं है, आई डोंट थिंक इट्स राइट.
Yeah, I don't think आज मेरा मूड नहीं है is the worst argument I've ever heard from a comedian. While I understand it, I also feel like I look at it from a professional point of view. कि, you're a professional. You're not a. I think comedians are the least artistic of all the artists when it comes down to it. Because in another art form तो कुछ भी feel करवा के भेज सकते हो घर पे. यहाँ पे हंसाना है. It's very high octane, very specific in that sense. And we as people also are so much more obsessed with the how it works rather than how it feels.
अरे यार, ये बहुत प्रॉब्लम है comedians की. Honestly मैं मतलब sometimes I think 5-6 दिन पहले शायद अभिजीत से मेरी बात हो रही थी. And I think problem comedians का एक और पता है क्या है कि हम रेबल बनते हैं कि so जब comedian बनता है ना आदमी, तो वो he moves away from getting judged by everybody to getting judged by comedians.
Yeah, but
तो हम बहुत सारी चीजें सिर्फ इसलिए भी करते हैं कि या नहीं कर पाते कि बाकी कॉमेडियंस क्या सोचेंगे, तुम लोग क्या सोचेंगे से कॉमेडियंस क्या सोचेंगे में पहुंच गए हैं बहुत सारे केसेस में. विच अगेन आई फील इज, फिर क्या फायदा? तो रेबल तो नहीं हुए तुम, आर्टिस्ट तो नहीं हुए. कहीं ना कहीं तो
So I feel like that it also comes from a place of confidence. You've lived your life. Like I think anybody who started comedy in the first generation, who was in their 30-35 plus range of age or in their 40s, well, they were obviously automatically at an edge compared to the rest of us.
हाँ, advantage है, बहुत बड़ा advantage.
Because you've lived a life, you have that security inside your heart. I remember I started at 18. For 4 years of my life, I was trying to be validated by somebody or the other, either audience or comic or whoever. And then, it took me those 4-5 years to just figure out and be like, why do I care so much? If they are laughing, I shouldn't think so much.
नहीं, वो 1.5-2 साल तो हमें भी लगे, मतलब मुझे भी 1.5-2 साल तो लगे. मेरे हिसाब से जो एडवांटेज है ना, एक तो ये है कि मेरे पास 35 साल का कंटेंट था जब मैंने स्टार्ट करा, और तेरे पास 18 साल का था.
नहीं, इट्स ऑल्सो द फैक्ट कि जिसके पास पैसा है और जो सुनने आ रहा है वो भी मोस्ट लाइकली 35 साल का है.
हाँ, वो बहुत बड़ा फायदा है.
वो मेरे पास नहीं था. If I had that kind of if I when you went to Canvas and you performed at what was a 750 rupee ticket, you are not getting the kids you are making a laugh in college. You are getting your parents age people and they are staring at you like, ये क्या निकल रहा है इसके मुंह से.
वो अंकल आंटी क्राउड तुम्हारे हिसाब से, वो मेरा क्राउड है.
हाँ, which is scariest crowd for me. I don't know if I got to tell you this, but the other day I did not other day, matlab several months ago I did a show for my parents' Gujarati Sahitya Mandal thing. Okay. Gujarati stand-up auditorium show. They told me I'm not even allowed to wear what I usually wear. Like not even like I can wear trousers and shirt. I have to wear the kurta and the chota, the Nehru jacket on top and and after all of that, I had to do 20 minutes, of which I managed to get through about 6 minutes of silence. and then I was heckled off stage by an 82-year-old grandmom of somebody.
Oh wow.
जिसने balcony से मेरे को इतना heckle किया that I had to literally get off stage. And the next guy on was some laughter challenge gentleman who is a doctor. Okay.
Tushar
so
Shah.
I called him on. Yeah, I think it was Tushar Shah only. Okay. So I said, give it, welcome Tushar Shah. And I didn't realize that Tushar Shah would not come on stage if I didn't say Dr. Tushar Shah.
Oh.
तो उसमें और भी लोग भड़क गए मेरे ऊपर. Oh man, it was a nightmare. Like you can't even say anything. All the comebacks that I was getting in my head, I could not do because I'm like, whatever I say to this grandmom also applies to my grandmom sitting in the audience right now. My brain is dying to say कि आंटी आप चिल करो ना, आप ऐसे भी मरने वाले हो, 2 मिनट रुक जाओ ना. But I can't. पर मैं बोलूंगा पर लगेगा तो बुआ के दिल पे ना, क्योंकि उनको भी अप्लाई होता है. तो I didn't want that. But do you ever feel like you don't have that kind of freedom to just like say things with your audience?
हाँ, कुछ चीज़ें तो रह जाती है, कुछ चीज़ें आप नहीं बोल पाते. मतलब ये खास करके मेरे ऑडियंस में थोड़ा सा वो कंट्रोल तो चाहिए होता है. बिकॉज अब वो ऑडियंस बन गया है जो लाइक कई बार 2 जनरेशन या 3 जनरेशन इकट्ठी आ रही हैं. आई हैव सीन दोज ऑडियंस मेंबर्स कि वो 18 साल का बेटा, 45 साल का उसका बाप, फिर उसका 65 ईयर ओल्ड उसके फादर, वो आ रहे हैं. तो वो थोड़ा सा तो कंट्रोल रखना पड़ता है लैंग्वेज में. बट ठीक है, I am kind
But what about subject matter? I'm not so worried. I think language is overrated in the sense that you don't need to be specifically dirty or clean to get a laugh. But I think subject matter is जहाँ हमारे रास्ते बहुत अक्सर अलग हो जाते हैं. Because how can you talk, like how far can you go with a conversation on say, depression or suicide or death or domestic violence or whatever with an audience like that?
I have not really gone into those areas so far. मतलब उसमें तो मैं ज़्यादा नहीं गया हूँ honestly. मेरा अभी ये है कि I am now pushing the audience a little bit more in terms of not just keeping it comedy but pushing them to think a little bit further. Like even in my special I'm talking about the whole issue of why the hell do you lose your own identity because of your kids, The whole point was कि you need to live your life. We've forgotten about each other. हम एक दूसरे को मम्मा पापा कहते. अब मैं उसको अब नए वाले स्पेशल में मैं उसको थोड़ा सा फर्दर लेके जा रहा हूँ थॉट को. And trying to open up a little bit more. I'm talking about my daughter, for example, in my new show. Her crushes, okay, and things like that. जो honestly मतलब tier 2 tier 3 सिटी में वो थोड़ा वो भी उनको uncomfortable करेगा when you're talking about your own daughter and the kind of guys you would like and stuff like that. तो थोड़ा पुश कर रहा हूँ बट उस जोन में नहीं गया हूँ. मतलब एक्चुअली मेरे उस जोन में ज़्यादा थॉट्स हैं भी नहीं. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं उनको बहुत ज़्यादा दबा के बैठा हूँ मतलब अबाउट सुसाइड एंड मेंटल इलनेस. बिकॉज ऑनेस्टली हर एक के चैलेंजेस अलग है लाइफ में. मेरे लाइफ के चैलेंजेस ही पेरेंट्स टीचर्स मीटिंग, बच्चों का करियर, उसको नया बैट लेना है, बच्चे कुत्ते बिल्ली की तरह लड़ रहे हैं बिकॉज
I think one of your favorite, like my favorite jokes of yours is you have, it was such some throwaway line you used to do कि बेटा कहता है कि पापा ये देखो ना ये गाड़ी काम नहीं करती है. And I think you bought a remote control car for your kid and your kid comes and says कि देखो ये काम नहीं कर रहा है and you look at him and you say तू कहाँ काम करता है. It's one of the most funny or poignant on the point, like it was just such a beautiful translation of what every dad feels into words.
I don't honestly remember doing this line. ये बहुत पहले का होगा.
But this is 2013 I think.
हाँ उस टाइम का हो सकता है. हाँ, that's when my son would be like 5, 6, 7 years old. That's when I would be angry with him about that stuff.
That's when you would be angry with him.
अरे यार बच्चों पे इतना मटेरियल अब मैं लिख चुका हूँ ना. Sometimes I look at some of my old videos and I'm like shit ये तो रिलीज कर सकता हूँ मैंने रिलीज क्यों नहीं करा है. Yeah, because there's so much that comes out purely in anger sometimes on stage. Okay.
Yeah.
And later on you forget about it also. That's my other problem. Sometimes I feel कि यार बहुत सारा material हम stage पे ही छोड़ जाते हैं because and it was so funny क्योंकि उसी टाइम लाइन दिमाग में आई, उस टाइम करी, उसके बाद भूल गए. वो
Absolutely.
दुख होता
Do
है.
you write your jokes down though?
Most of the jokes I write down, but फिर भी कुछ material स्टेज पे निकलता है और नॉर्मली सबसे फनी मटेरियल स्टेज पे निकलता है.
I completely agree with that.
मतलब कई बार इतना रिग्रेट होता है जब ये सोलो मैंने लिख लिया, नेटफ्लिक्स के लिए रिकॉर्ड कर लिया, उसके बाद मुझे कितना सॉलिड लाइन आया उसमें एंड ऑन स्टेज एंड आई एम लाइक शिट.
But that is often the case, you know, the best line always comes while you are watching the final product.
अरे यार क्या करे इसको.
It's bound to happen. There are so many videos of mine where, you know, because I record a lot and then because I to write on stage, so even I don't know what's going to happen on any given night. Even with the specials, I've gotten to the point where I've written about 1 hour 45 minutes for each show.
Wow.
And then I know कि today I'll do this hour out of the hour 45 because this is what the crowd is like. You know, अभी इंदौर जा रहे हो तो the nasty special cannot end with pussy eating joke. It must end with something slightly less heavy for Indore audience.
Okay.
So I अरे यार क्या awkward हो जाता है यार. मतलब ऐसे इंदौर में किसी का पुसी खाया ही नहीं जा रहा है. मतलब मैं तो बहुत annoy हो जाता हूँ उन पे कभी कभी कि ये तो don't pretend like you're not doing it, you know.
No, you would not say that in front of people. That's the whole thing. That's actually, you know, very interesting example. I remember now that you're talking about stuff कि ये don't act as if. I was in Kanpur, बहुत पहले की बात है, एक रोटरी क्लब का शो था and this is 2015 I think, 2015 2014 जब ये AIB का रोस्ट अभी आया था, 3-4 महीने हुए थे and after the show, you know, there were ladies who were talking to me and I had not released videos so far, so I had come through references. The show went really well and you know there's this group of ladies, the 45-year-old 50-year-old ladies, they were talking to me and they were like, अरे आपका शो बड़ा अच्छा था, बड़ा साफ सुथरा था, ये वो तो हम अपनी फैमिली के साथ देख सकते हैं. ये AIB वालों का तो रोस्ट ओ हो क्या उन्होंने लैंग्वेज यूज करी है. वो सोनाक्षी सिन्हा को देखा उन्होंने क्या बोला, दीपिका पादुकोण को देखा उन्होंने क्या बोला. एंड आई एम लिसनिंग टू देम एंड आई एम थिंकिंग तुम उनको गालियां तो निकाल रहे हो पर शो तो तुमने पूरा देखा है उनका.
Exactly.
तुमको एक पीस याद है अभी तक, ठीक है.
With my mother it's a constant stress, you know, because she really loves it and she likes to watch it. In fact, for her 60th birthday next year, she has already blocked Atul and Chirayu Mistry and Ojas Rawal.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so she's like, I'm not doing a birthday party, we're doing a comedy show.
Okay.
And yeah, she's like, Akash, at best you can host but you're not allowed to perform.
Oh wow.
She's like, only my favorite comedians, so I guess I only get to host. But for her, like Atul and Chirayu, she loves.
Arey Chirayu
तो she's like,
I love Chirayu.
Exactly, है ना? It's just one of those unique voices, and my mom really has a penchant for finding unique voices in comedy. Because I've seen her watch, you know, people's early videos when somebody's first video or whatever, and she would watch it and she would immediately look at me and say, "Awado, like this one is going to pop. This is going to be big." Yeah. Which I love about her. I don't know where this question was going, but I seem to have lost my track only. मैं मॉम वाले मोनोलॉग में चला जाता हूँ ना, फिर लंबा चलता है वो हमेशा.
अरे I have that मतलब, so I can claim this is something that I've done. So far, 2 comedians I have written about on Facebook कि ये आदमी आगे जाके बहुत सही करेगा. After watching them once when they were not even in comedy for more than 6 months. 2 people, Zakir and Kanan. Zakir, I think, is 2nd or 3rd open mic. He was performing at Mind Cafe, a venue that, you know, as a partner also in that cafe. And then Kanan, I think he was, I did a couple of shows with him in Bangalore. And that time, what I saw in Kanan was that first time I went to Bangalore, he did 25 minutes about, you know, which was all stuff. I think it was largely in that, you know, what people would say the, dirty zone, I don't exactly remember what he did, but good material, but was a little in that zone only. Second time I went, he did an entirely different 25-30 minutes within 5-6 months. And I was like, wow. And amazing 30 minutes where you could see that this guy reads a lot. This guy understands. Very intelligent comedy.
Yeah.
So I was like, I was blown away by him. I was like, wow, ये बहुत सही आदमी है यार, बहुत सही जाएगा. So these two people these are the only two people that I went on Facebook and ever wrote about कि आदमी watch out for.
But that's 100% hit ratio.
हाँ 100%. मैं उसके बाद लिखना बंद कर दिया. अब रिस्क क्यों लेना?
हाँ, अब क्यों? I agree. This is the Nostradamus situation, you know. एक दो सही पड़ गया तो अभी करियर खत्म, रिटायर करो. Okay, we're going to take a very quick break and get back into the second half where we get into the details of your comedy career as I have researched it thoroughly.
Oh wow.
Yes, which is a break for everybody listening. If you're listening to this on audio, thank you so much for listening to the first half. We're going to take a quick break where there will be no sponsor because this podcast has no sponsor. And we'll be right back after this. Hello guys, welcome back to the second half of Akash Mehta and Friends. Hello, welcome back. Second half, this is happening. Okay, so I don't see the point of pleasantries, but okay. सबको पता है क्या हो रहा है. So how do I put this? You know, when it's almost annoying when you say video निकाला नहीं, because क्या फर्क पड़ता है कि अमित टंडन वीडियो निकाले कि ना निकाले, because you probably have fewer subscribers than I do on YouTube, and it's because it doesn't matter. It शून्य फर्क पड़ता है because your audience is not watching you on YouTube, your audience is watching you on WhatsApp.
Exactly. मेरा वीडियो तभी वायरल होता है जब वो WhatsApp पे जाता है. मेरा वीडियो YouTube, in fact, the first video that went viral for me, there was this video where I talk about कि मेरा बेटा उसका fancy dress competition था and
I remember that bit.
हाँ, अर्थ बन के जाओ. It doesn't have 1 million views even today on YouTube.
Oh, but I am sure that so many families वो लोग ने रट के रखा है वो bit.
अरे अभी तक कोट करते हैं लोगों. Like I meet them and they're like वो Tommy Hush वाला, and this is like 2016 video.
Yeah.
Still doesn't have 1 million views. So
but this is such an indicative thing, you know. I feel like your comedy career is so indicative of your generation of baby boomer Indians.
Yeah.
कि मतलब black में चल गया आपका वीडियो basically.
हाँ, but वही ना, ad revenue नहीं आता है YouTube.
हाँ, see that's but they come out to watch you live.
Yeah.
I think people, I remember talking to, I think his name, I forget his name. Oh man. I think I was talking to Raj Sharma, or I was talking to Tushar Singh, one of the guys, the US wala comics. But they're all ABCD comics, you know, they're all American born Desi people. And this is right after your first tour, I think, first or second tour in the US. And बातें चल रही है, and then suddenly मैंने बोला कि Amit Tandon had just come, did you guys get a chance to watch? And both times, no, their eyes widened, like it was like, oh, that guy is a beast, man, that guy is something else, man. Who would have thought so many Indian people watch comedy in America, dude? They never come to watch us, dude. And I think you sold some obscene number of tickets. I think the folklore has obviously hyperbolized it, and now people say you sold 1 lakh tickets in that first tour.
No, इतना नहीं, 1 लाख बहुत ज़्यादा.
But I think
25,000, I think 25,000 tickets in 2 tours. Because हुआ क्या था, I did around 50 shows in those 8-9 months in US. बिकॉज पहला टूर अनाउंस करा, ऑनेस्टली कोई आइडिया नहीं था. जब पहला टूर अनाउंस किया, बहुत एक लोकल ऑर्गेनाइजर थी, शी इज़ नॉट इवन अ नोन ऑर्गेनाइजर, शी वॉज डूइंग इट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम. शी इज़ लाइक मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ. मैंने कहा ठीक है कर ट्राई, अपने कौन सा कुछ पड़ा है. एंड द प्लान वॉज टू डू 5 or 6 shows.
Right.
But we ended up doing 21 shows. Okay. Then I think second.
Wait. 5 और 6 से 21 कैसे हो गया? That's quadrupling.
So what happened was उसने shows डालने शुरू करे, उसने 2-3 महीने पहले डालने शुरू करे show. And हमने एक तो and she was very enthused about doing a show in New York at Carolines.
Gotham.
Carolines on Broadway. So it's a fantastic room, one of the oldest rooms. Fun fact: Idris Elba was a bouncer there at one point of time.
Oh wow!
So it's one of those old clubs and it's right at the center of the city. पहले तो वो साले दे ही नहीं रहे थे, बहुत नखरे उन लोगों के.
Oh.
हाँ.
Okay.
They didn't. So she had to travel from Philadelphia to New York to talk to them and request them, and they gave us a Wednesday for doing the show. Like ठीक है. So 2 months in advance, we launched the show. We announced the New York show, and within 20 days, we were sold out. So so then the club came back and said, "Would you like to do another show?"
Right.
So by then, the news started going around, and a lot of other organizers said, "Okay, we also want to do shows. We also wanted to do shows." So show डाला, बिक गया, दूसरा show add करा, ऐसे से करा के. So once the tickets started selling, उसके बाद organizers ने हाथ डालना शुरू करा. And first tour, a lot of organizers made a lot of money with me. मतलब because मेरे को कोई idea नहीं था deal का. So
right.
जो मैंने पैसे मतलब I made good money, honestly, not bad money, but I could have made much more money if I was doing a revenue share or something of that sort. But तब जाके आइडिया लगा कि हाँ जनता यूएस में है जो कॉमेडी देखना चाहती है. तो बस वो शोज पे शोज डलते गए. तो फर्स्ट टूर में 21 शोज में वी डिडंट इवन टच वेस्ट कोस्ट, जस्ट ईस्ट कोस्ट. सो फिर वेस्ट कोस्ट करा तो वेस्ट कोस्ट तो अलग खुल गया, वो LA, ऑरेंज काउंटी, ये तुम्हारा बे एरिया एंड ऑल दैट वाज जस्ट क्रेजी.
Just I think within the Bay Area you can do 6 different city का shows and you can sell them all out. बहुत देसी है वहाँ तो.
हाँ, so Bay Area में we sold 1400 tickets in a day. तो वो उधर अलग लेवल का क्रेज.
Oh man. हाँ.
So तो काफी मतलब कोई आइडिया नहीं यार, मेरे को अमेरिका का कोई आइडिया नहीं था. But ultimately I think when we did the maths, I think there are 10 cities where we did more than 1,000 seats, where we sold more than 1,000 seats. मतलब Washington में I think we sold 1,000 seats. We added another show where we sold another 400 tickets. So उस तरीके से करा. So and I think the response was just क्योंकि लोगों ने भी अभी तक तब देखा नहीं था शायद कॉमेडी इंडिया से आता हुआ इस टाइप का. So it was new for them. Response was great. Worked for everybody. So
you're like the downplay king of this scene, dude. What the hell, dude? This is not सब खुश थे और फिर एंड में थोड़ी बर्फी खा के हम घर चले गए सब के सब मुंह मीठा करके. But this was seminal. This was huge. This was the first time one of us went out there and sold this much volume. We didn't know a market existed. You practically brought a market out.
हाँ, US market, yes, I would agree with that. मतलब I would not be humble about it. I would say yes, that happened. Nobody had an idea, including me, that it would happen because हमें एक तो I think मेरा market सही था in the sense कि US में I was targeting people who that 35 plus वाला bracket, और US में पैसा है ही उनके पास.
Absolutely.
पैसा है ही उन लोगों के पास because वो पहला घर उनका मॉर्गेज क्लियर हो चुका है, दूसरा घर लेके उन्होंने किराए पे दे दिया और मॉर्गेज कमा रहे हैं, या उन्होंने पेट्रोल पंप. दैट इज माय ऑडियंस. दे वुड बाय एन $80 टिकट, दे विल बाय a $100 टिकट. सो फॉर मी समहाउ दैट वर्क. दोज वर द पीपल हु वर कमिंग. दिस लेसर यंगर ऑडियंस, इट्स एन एफर्ट फॉर यंगर ऑडियंस टू save $50 to watch a show.
Absolutely. Yeah.
इंडिया में यंगर ऑडियंस जो है वो बाप का पैसा लेके आ जाती है पिक्चर देखने. बाप का पैसा लेके शो देखने आ जाती है. वहाँ यूएस में नहीं आ रही. ठीक है, जो इंडियन यंगर है या तो वो पढ़ाई करने गया हुआ है, ठीक है, जो वहाँ पला बड़ा है वो तुम्हारी कॉमेडी से उतना रिलेट नहीं कर रहा है. सो फॉर अदर फॉर एनीबडी हु targeting younger audience, it's tougher to sell tickets in US as compared to me.
Yeah.
तो मेरे लिए वो थोड़ा सा शायद आसान रहा, मतलब in terms of the audience.
But it was still a seminal point, and I feel like you are responsible for a lot of these very interesting seminal things. I feel like the fact that even I don't know how much liberty you are to talk about the things that you're working on right now. But you are working on a lot more varied things apart from just stand up now, and it's earlier this year, when, or rather end of last year, earlier this year, that was my conversation with a lot of my comedian friends and just people who are a little ahead of me in the scene. Ki, what is my next step? And it was watching people like you, or watching people like Khamba or somebody, where there is a genuine natural evolution where a comedian goes from being just a comedian to essentially a production house.
हाँ, मतलब यार मैं उसमें वो देखता हूँ ना कि अगर हम यूएस का सीन देखें, ठीक है, वही इंडिया में हो रहा है, क्योंकि अब हम जितने कॉमेडियंस हैं, तू है, मैं हूँ, खंबा है, जिनका भी नाम लो, हम सारे बेसिकली कंटेंट क्रिएटर हैं, ठीक है. हम कंटेंट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, हम सोसाइटी को देखते हैं, वहाँ से अपनी ऑब्जर्वेशंस निकालते हैं. स्टैंड अप इज ओनली वन ऑफ द फॉर्म्स ऑफ एक्सप्रेसिंग आवर ओपिनियन.
हाँ,
ओके. It's just one of the things that we are doing right now to express our opinion. So if we can push ourselves to write it down, in another format, in another structure, तो सीरीज भी निकलेगी, ठीक है, पॉडकास्ट भी निकलेगी, वो सब निकलेगा उसमें से, ठीक है. तो मेरे को वही लगता है कि अगले कुछ सालों में तुम देखोगे हम सब चीज, क्योंकि एज अ कॉमेडियन तू कंटेंट लिख भी रहा है, ठीक है, तू उसको परफॉर्म भी कर रहा है, तो तू एक्टर भी है, तू डायरेक्टर भी है, तू राइटर भी है,
या
तू सब कुछ है ऑलरेडी, ठीक है. तो वी आर डिसेंट एट बिल्डिंग एन एक्सप्रेशन ऑल्सो, बिकॉज व्हेन वी आर परफॉर्मिंग, व्हेन यू आर डूइंग एन एक्ट वेयर यू आर एंग्री, यू एक्टेड एंग्री, ओके, you've done some of those emotions, if not at the level of the actor, but किसी लेवल पे हम कर चुके हैं वो सब. डायरेक्टर हमें पता है, हम ऑडियंस को समझते हैं कि ऑडियंस को क्या देखना है, कैसे सीन क्रिएट करना है, कुछ हद तक हमको आइडिया है, प्लस कहानी तो हम सुना ही रहे हैं.
हाँ. And we understand narrative structure very well, because if any comedian has written an hour, they know that it needs the beginning, middle and an end, and you need to have some kind of narrative, even if they're disjointed jokes. It needs some narrative. I completely agree with you, but I I've been talking, I spoke to this about this to a lot of comedians, where I think there is a resistance also that comes with being a comedian, where we are so used to having everything our way, that to give up that trust to somebody else, like for example with you doing the Netflix special, which I really want to get into more also, in terms of just the experience of doing it, because it's definitely a letting go of control. Creative control कम होना ही है, and how do you, because I don't know how to deal with that necessarily.
वो यार देख, मतलब the other thing that I coming from the business side, there are some theories that I work on. Okay.
Please expound. This is what it's about.
बहुत ज्ञान बांटता हूँ. See, I look at what is more important for me, what is less important for me, and then second, I also look at there's this concept in business, when you're running a business, you put a value to your time. ओके, कि मैं एज अ पर्सन, ओके, मैं प्रोफेशनल, अगर मैं जॉब करता तो मैं 3 लाख रुपए महीना कमाता, ठीक है, मान लो, ओके, अभी विच मीन्स रफली 10,000 रुपये महीना पर डे मेरा कॉस्ट है, ठीक है. बट जब मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ ना, दिस इज अ मिस्टेक दैट अ लॉट ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स मेक, कि जब मैं बिजनेस कर रहा हूँ ना, हर छोटा छोटा काम मैं खुद करना शुरू कर देता हूँ.
या एब्सोल्युटली,
कि चपड़ासी भी मैं ही, ठीक है, क्लर्क भी मैं ही, फाइनेंस वाला भी मैं ही, पेमेंट फॉलोअप भी मैं ही, बैंक भी मैं ही जा रहा हूँ, और मार्केटिंग भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, नेटवर्किंग भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है. सब कुछ क्यों कर रहे हो? कम लोग रखो. अभी अगर मैं अपना आधा एनर्जी, विच इज़ वेरी नॉर्मल, अगर मैं आधी एनर्जी ऐसे कामों में लगा रहा हूँ जिसके लिए मैं 20,000 रुपये में एक सेक्रेटरी रख सकता हूँ,
राइट,
ठीक है, तो जिस चीज पे मैं 1.5 लाख रुपए महीने के स्पेंड कर रहा हूँ, वो काम 20,000 रुपए में हो सकता है.
करेक्ट,
ठीक है.
No, I am 100% agree with you. Yes, it's just nice to hear it from somebody senior.
हाँ, it's just that you know हमें वो वैल्यू मतलब मॉनेटरीली दिख नहीं रही है, बट वही जो मैं बैंक में लाइन लगने में टाइम लगा रहा हूँ, या मैं पेमेंट फॉलोअप में लगा रहा हूँ, या ऑफिस के छोटे छोटे प्लम्बिंग ठीक करवाने में, वही काम अगर मैं अपने बिजनेस को फर्दर एक्सपैंड करने में, नेटवर्किंग करने में लगाऊं, यू नो, कॉल अप पीपल टू गेट लीड्स, इवन इफ आई don't generate 1,50,000, I'll at least generate 80 to 90,000.
Yeah,
and in the
absolutely.
long term much more than that. So that's the thing that I follow in comedy also, कि अब जैसे Netflix स्पेशल में मुझे ये था कि क्या क्या काम में मुझे हेडेक रखनी चाहिए और किस में नहीं रखनी चाहिए. तो मुझे ये बड़ा क्लियर था कि अगर मेरा कंटेंट स्ट्रांग है, मेरी परफॉर्मेंस स्ट्रांग है, ठीक है, तो सेट अगर थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे भी दिखेगा तो चलेगा, तो मुझे दिखाते रहो, बट मैं ऑब्सेसिवली कंपल्सिवली ये नहीं है कि ये वाला लैंप 45 डिग्रीज पे होना चाहिए, मुझे उस लेवल का नहीं है. ठीक है, जनता मेरे को सुन रहे आ रही है, वो मतलब सेट देखेगी, इम्प्रेस होएगी. आई हैड broad understanding what it should be. Then I gave it to professionals. Right. Then we had a production house, Big Synergy. It's a good production house. They work, you know, in this area so much. Okay, I gave them 5-6 clear pointers, which I kept on repeating every 15 days. That is all. But I didn't have that obsessive, compulsive thing कि इसका ये कलर का ये फोकस होना चाहिए, इसका ये होना चाहिए. वो मुझे इतना पता है कि कॉमेडी में उनको मेरे को सुनना है. मैंने स्टैंड अप देखे हैं, बिल बर जब आता है वो नॉर्मल यू नो एक कमीज और पैंट में आ रहा है, उसके पीछे कोई खास बैकड्रॉप इतना जबरदस्त नहीं है, बट वो कर रहा है, लोग सुन रहे हैं. सो दैट्स समथिंग दैट आई डिड इवन फॉर माय स्पेशल. आई हैड टू आउटसोर्स अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, बट काइंड ऑफ आई थिंक मेरा, क्योंकि मुझे एक बहुत बड़ा एडवांटेज हुआ था ना, वो ये हुआ था कि नेटफ्लिक्स का वो हाफ एन आवर हमने पहले रिकॉर्ड किया था, इफ यू नो,
कॉमेडियंस ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. या
हाँ, व्हेन आई डिड दैट, तो मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि जब मैं स्टेज पे जा रहा हूँ तो मेरे पे कितना ज़्यादा, मतलब अभी उस शो में तो ये था कि सब कुछ उन्होंने हैंडल करा था. वी जस्ट हैड टू गो एंड परफॉर्म. सेट, एवरीथिंग वाज देयर थिंग. वी जस्ट हैड टू गो एंड परफॉर्म. बट इवन देन आई फेल्ट अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर, बिकॉज नाउ व्हेन आई एम परफॉर्मिंग आई न्यू दिस इज गोइंग आउट परमानेंटली एंड इट्स गोइंग आउट ऑन अ फकिंग नेटफ्लिक्स.
या
ओके, तो मुझे ये चीज़ बड़ी क्लियर हो गई कि कल को मैं सोलो रिकॉर्ड करूँगा तो प्रोडक्शन भी मेरा है, ये भी मेरा, तो उस सब टेंशन के साथ मैं कैसे परफॉर्म करूँगा.
करेक्ट.
सो देन आई थॉट कि मुझे सारा कुछ आउटसोर्स करना पड़ेगा, वेयर ऑन दैट डे आई शुड नॉट हैव टू मच ऑन माई प्लेट. सोलो भी मैं कम से कम 10-15 बार पहले कर चुका हूँगा उस एक महीने में, ताकि वो सोलो मुझे रटा हुआ है. मतलब वर्ड टू वर्ड मुझे रटा हुआ होना चाहिए. ये नहीं हो सकता कि उस दिन मैं ये टेंशन नहीं ले सकता अपने दिमाग में कि ये लाइन मुझे याद है कि नहीं है, या अगला सेट क्या है, वो सब कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए.
या
आई नीड टू सेव माई एनर्जी ओनली फॉर एमरजेंसीज.
या
कि कुछ ना कुछ तो हगेगा, कुछ ना कुछ उल्टा सीधा, उसके लिए एनर्जी रखो. बाकी सब ऑलरेडी डन होना चाहिए. मैं सेट पे जाऊंगा, रोबोट की तरह काम करूंगा, वापस आ जाऊंगा. दैट्स ऑल दैट आई नीड टू डू. सो that's what I did in Netflix.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. And did you get involved in the edit and everything after as well?
मैं कुछ पार्ट्स में इन्वॉल्व था, बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं. एडिट में मैं 3-4 बार गया था. उसका एक आधी जगह नुकसान भी हुआ है मुझे, क्योंकि एक तो मुझे एडिट का कुछ आइडिया नहीं था ऑनेस्टली. ठीक है, सो इनफैक्ट मनन गेव मी अ वेरी गुड फीडबैक लेटर ऑन दैट देयर वर कपल ऑफ प्लेसेस वेयर यू आर टेलिंग अ स्टोरी. So the camera should have stayed on you and should not have gone out of focus from you.
Right.
Which I understood later on. But बाकी edit में मुझे ये clear था कि मुझे यहाँ पे, मतलब जैसे मैंने 2-3 चीज़ें उनको बता रखी थी. Like initially Netflix was very keen on keeping all cameras just on me. Okay.
Right.
But I knew कि मुझे 2 कैमरा ऑडियंस पे चाहिए. I wanted that warmth in my set. So that I told them in edit that look at a few cuts where, you know, there is some warmth in the audience. Okay, when people are laughing, I don't want them to look, all of them should to look like each other. Clearly, uncles and aunties, everybody's laughing. I want to show that warmth in that. तो मैंने उनको वो बता दिया था. Then I knew कि there was a piece where I wanted silence. ओके, और वहां पे एक लेडी थी जो खीखी कर रही थी. So those things I told them, but after that edit, मैं रोज बैठने वाला आदमी नहीं. देख 4-5 बार देख. I can't tolerate myself on screen, so that's another problem.
That's you know part of why I don't go to watch comedians live is because I am permanently the auntie that does kiki in the middle. Every time I have gone to, because initially I used to get very excited when my friends would record and I used to go and then I used to realize कि उनके tape में ऐसा background में ऐसा नहीं अच्छा नहीं लगता है, उनको भी नहीं अच्छा लगता है, मेरे को भी अच्छा नहीं लगता है.
I am generally the guy who's laughing embarrassingly. यार इसका ना battery low है.
Okay. How much is it on one dandi?
One low battery लिखा हुआ है.
Okay, so I think we have another couple of minutes. Do you want to change the battery?
I have no more batteries at home.
Okay, so we'll let's hope we last until the battery ends. Acha, one more question. So, I mean, where do you see, and this is I know this is an annoying question to hear after you've gotten out of the corporate world, but where do you see Amit Tandon 5 years from now? Do you see it as a brand? Do you see yourself as a you know what I mean? Is it, because I always ask comedians this, are you so and so the comedian, or are you so and so the entertainer, or are you so and so the content creator? And so where is that vision for you in 5 years? Does it involve movies? Does it include web series? Does it include stage, theater, plays? Or where all do you want to go?
Yeah, so 5 years from now, I think I would have a production house or something of that sort. I'll have a company in the entertainment space of my own. That's definitely going to happen. I am exploring a lot of other mediums. So yes, you should see something of me in movies, web series. Yes, definitely. तो अगले 5 सालों में मेरा मतलब फोकस ये है कि मुझे स्टैंड अप पे अपना टाइम जो है वो आधा करना है. सो आई शुड बी स्पेंडिंग like 4 to 5 months or 6 months in an year on stand up, and rest of time on other mediums where I can express myself. So some of them could be serious also, and some of them could still be in that light-hearted zone. But I'm going to expand the kind of things that I'm doing. It could be podcast, it could be a live show. मेरा वो Bollywood वाला show था. I want to bring that back. Partition पे काफी कुछ कर रहा हूँ मैं, तो we'll see stuff happening in that area. तो वो चल रहा है. 1-2 सीरीज और पे काम चल रहा है. एक मूवी स्टोरी लिखी हुई है बट अभी बेचना शुरू नहीं करा है. उसका स्टेप वो होगा. So quite a few things.
I love this transition. I love this time to be a comedian because I get similar answers from so many people in the scene, and it makes me so happy that all of us are now getting into that level up stage. And it took us a while to figure it out, I think.
It took us a while, and all the industry also took a while to understand that we can go beyond just doing stage shows. So.
Yeah. I think it took them a while to realize our potential. Truly. But hey, thank you so much, Amit, for coming on this. It's been absolutely wonderful to have you on Akash Mehta and Friends.
Thank you,
despite the circumstances. And
you know, जुगाड़ लगा के कर लिया.
हाँ, and और मैंने literally 6 comedian को message किया था कि करेंगे. And you were the first person to reply back saying, हाँ करते ना, क्यों नहीं करते? And I was like, Amit sir भी घर पे बोर हो रहे हैं. At least कोई मैं अकेला नहीं हूँ. But I love your enthusiasm, yaar. I love the fact that you have such a positive energy around you. There are so many comedians. I personally feel like that about myself also sometimes, that sometimes the energy around me becomes negative because I get into a bad mind space. But I feel like I've rarely ever felt like that interacting with you. And I feel like that's one of the nicest things about you. And that's why I wanted you on this also. So thank you for coming on Akash and Friends.
Thanks, Akash.